Hi everyone, welcome back to Linux. Today we are going to see about break statement in Java. I'm not going to what is break statement in Java. I'm going to tell the specific implementation of break statement which the most of the YouTubers miss this. Like if you go to any ChatGPT and just ask for break in Java, it will tell like break in loops like if condition. Even ChatGPT hasn't answered correctly. Mm, let's take some example. Let's say I want to print hello for 5 times. What we will do was we loop it up to 0 to 5, and I just here want to print hello, and I just run this. Oh, okay. Mm, it will just print hello 5 times, right? This is a normal. What I want is when the I reaches to 3, it should break the out this loop. If I is double equal to 3 and break it, what it will do is it print 3 times hello, and when I becomes 3, and if this if condition become executed, and the loop will be terminated, right? You can see that. Yeah, hello prints 3 times. This is a normal break, right? This is what most of the people use. But let's take in another example. Let's remove this, and we'll write another loop for integer j. Yeah, bold. Maybe word will be good. In this code, what it will do was it print hello 1 times and world 5 times. Okay. And this process repeated for 5 times. For example, I compile it and run it. You can see that hello world 5 times, and from here hello world 1 times, and this should be repeated for it will be repeated for 5 times. So what I want is um I just want this inner loop should be run for 3 times. Okay, not by I can change the condition here also, but I like to use break statement here. If j is double equal to 3 and break the inner loop. Okay, what it will do was let's put some space here so we can identify here. What it will do was print the hello 1 times and world 3 times. After after 3 times, this if block is executed and it will be terminate the inner loop, but outer loop still run it. For example, I will compile the code and run it. You can see that hello 1 times, world 3 times, and it will be repeated for 3 times. Sorry, 5 times. Okay. What if I want you want to break the inner loop? Sorry, outer loop. How we can do that? Here we should use the break statement as it is, and it will only terminate this loop, this for loop. How we can terminate this loop based on this condition, based on when j equal to 3. For example, in normal way, what we can do was just create boolean flag equal to true, maybe false. Okay, when I becomes 3, I like create on curly brackets. Yeah, flag. The copilot done for me. Okay, when the this condition is executed, I equal to 3, and flag become true, and if flag become true, we know that this inner loop satisfy the condition. So what we can do was every time we come out the inner loop, and if flag, and I just want to break it. Okay, what it will do was it will just print hello 1 times and word 3 times. After this condition will be executed, and sorry, yeah, this condition is will be executed, and this condition change the value of flag to true. So after this inner loop, we change we check for a flag become true or false. If it is true, and break will be executed. So it will be, this break is in a outer for loop. Okay, this break in the outer for loop. So the outer for loop is also executed. That means the allow is printed for 1 times and world is printed for 3 times. We can check that. Yeah, there it is. Mm, Allow 1 times and world 3 times. You can see here, um, just because break the outer loop, we need to create one variable boolean, and we assign the value for that boolean, and check for each time the outer loop terminated, we will check for an sorry, each time the inner loop is terminated, we check for an condition whether it satisfies or not. In this case it will be easy for you, but for any complex logic may not be always true. Okay, so what we can do was, we can label the break. We can label the break like which block should be terminated. For example, we don't have any block name here, right? But we can create one. For example, block name, it's like in a variable name declaration. We can give any name, but I like to give a name like outer loop. Okay, and this will be inner loop. Yeah, this looks kind of annoying, so I just, sorry, let's format this. Yeah, okay, what is this? Yeah, okay, this loop, this outer loop, this become, this block become named as outer, and this inner block from year to year become, the block name becomes inner. This is how we can define the block name, and we don't have to create this boolean variable now. And if the condition is executed inside the, it will be valid, right? We can just declare outer loop, right? That's it. We don't need to check for if condition outer anymore, and that's it. If you run this, the same will be work. It will print allow 1 times and world 3 times. You can see that here. Compile and run it. Yeah, same code, but we reduce much code, right? And this is not, we can give any block here also. Inner loop, we don't actually need it, we just given a break, it will work, but we can give that. Yeah, it's just because it's breaking the inner loop, the outer loop it's still executed. So this allow world, these blocks, it will be repeated for 5 times. That's why it's coming for this. And this will also work for an a continue also. Sorry, yeah, this will also work for any continue. I don't know what error is this. Yeah, it's, we can't give an inner loop, right? Because it's continue. Inner loop, it's kind of, we just don't want to give that because it's already in the inner loop. We want to continue that inner loop, so we can remove that and we pass it as outer loop. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. We compile it and run it, and this also given a same output. Hello 1 times, world 3 times. This will be repeated for 5 times. That's it. That's it about breaks breaks syntax. Mo- Most of the videos, most of the tutorials, I haven't seen this syntax, but I read some books and I saw this syntax, so I decided to put some videos. And that's it. That's it from this video. Let's see you on next video.